Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of reacting to your manga collections. I did mention that I was not going to be in town for most of June, and I realized that this was something I could do not at my house as long as I just had my laptop. So that is what we're doing today. And from the feedback I got last time, y'all really seemed to want a part 2 and for me to open the forum up again. So today I'm just going to be looking at collections from that first batch because I only got to 9 collections, which is not a lot. But after this, I will reopen the forum and do this again in the future sometime, hopefully. So look out on my community tab for that or on my Instagram. Again, I'm really glad that y'all like this more chatty style video of me just rambling off the top of my head. It's really hard for me to do something like this, especially because of my anxiety that I mentioned before. I do tend to have like at least a little script ready when I do my videos. So again, I'm just really happy for the positive feedback I got with this. And yeah, so we'll get right into it. I'm going to do the same thing as last time and do a random number generator to pick the entries. And I hope you'll like it and hope you enjoy. And let's get on with the video. Okay, so we're back here again at the random number generator, just so you get the gist. But I'm not going to show this every time this time. So number 49. And we'll look at this person's collection. Okay, so this person's name is Cherry and their Instagram is InoshiAMV. And they said they had just started collecting. So let's take a look. So it looks like they have The Way of the House Husband, My Hero, one of my faves, Those Not So Sweet Boys. This is a newer shoujo I know, and I think it's done by the author of That Wolf Boy's Mine and Love and Focus. So it looks like you also have Love and Focus, which I think is a love triangle, photography, shoujo, something like that. And then Spy Family and Shortcake Cake, which is a boarding house shoujo. I believe I have not read any of these shoujos, but I know what they're about. And Shortcake Cake is done by the author of Hibi Chocho, which I have read that. And A Sign of Affection, I'm pretty sure, which is a new series that's coming out. So awesome. Thank you, Cherry. Great start to your collection. Okay, so this is number 52, and this person's Instagram is Hard Eyes Licks or Cherry Deerwolf on Twitter. And they said that most of their collection is in Portuguese, so it looks like they have Boruto and Naruto. I've only seen the anime of Naruto, and I'm actually kind of thinking of reading the manga lately. I know there's box sets, and I did read a little bit of Boruto on the Shonen Jump app because I was just so curious about what happened after with Naruto's son, obviously. But I know it is not written by the same creator in the beginning, but I think he switched over and is participating in Boruto now, so maybe it will be even better. And then it looks like they have some My Hero, The Promised Neverland, Tokyo Ghoul, Death Note, All You Need Is Kill by one of the same guys who does Death Note, Blue Exorcist, Haikyuu, Demon Slayer, Your Name. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I saw the Your Name movie in a theater. I saw it at a film festival, actually. They were showing it here when it first came out, and I left the theater confused. Like, I did not understand the whole like time travel element of it, and I was just there to see the pretty visuals, and my friend went with me because she really likes the movie. Like, she had watched it before, so she knew what was gonna happen, but I was just sitting there so confused. But this was a couple years ago, so maybe now I'll understand it more if I watch it again or read the manga, but interesting. Thank you for sharing. Always cool to see stuff in different languages, especially Portuguese. I haven't seen many Portuguese manga, so obrigada for sharing. Okay, next we have a collection by Emily, and they started collecting in November, and their favorite is Chainsaw Man. So let's take a look. They got some Junji Ito, Downfall, Beastars. Beastars, this is the first Beastars I've seen in any of these collections. One of my favorites, ongoing. Well, technically ongoing in English, but completed in Japan, you know what I mean. But I love Beastars, Blue Flag, and then down here they got Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family, one of those Viz manga sampler things. I actually have a couple of those as well. They used to give them out for free at Barnes & Noble. I don't know if they still do it, but it has like one chapter of a bunch of different series in there. And then they have Hitorajime My Hero, which is a series that I will never read because it is a Teacher X student, but I have seen the anime, unfortunately. Not my favorite thing. I don't like age gap romances. I think I've talked about this before. It makes me extremely uncomfortable, but I know a lot of people do enjoy that series. Then next to that we have Whisper Me a Love Song, Dekaboko of Sugar Days, and There Are Things I Can't Tell You. I think that is a childhood friend yaoi, something like that. And Tokyo Pop has been releasing a lot of like LGBT plus manga, which is really cool. It's cool to see that that's the direction they're going in after they have kind of like revived their company. They got Secret XXX, 7 Days, Given, Our Dining Table, Our Dreams at Dusk, and Classmates, one of my favorites, actually my favorite BL manga, I guess you could say. I'm not excited for Volume 4. I know they are publishing it, Sora Tahara, which is a teacher-student type thing again, so I'm not gonna buy that, but they are publishing Occupation to Beloved as Volume 5, which I will be picking up, and then hopefully they do publish Blanc, which is after that again. And they have A White Rose in Bloom by the same mangaka, which I am really enjoying. I think Volume 2 comes out in November. And then lastly, it looks like they have The Girl from the Other Side. I think Nana's Dreams has been talking about this lately, I'm not sure what it's about, but it seems interesting. I think also Manga Sloth likes this series. So yeah, thank you, Emily, for sharing. Everything looks so pretty too. When I open this image up, I like gasp because it looks so nice. So crisp, and your figures here are so cute as well. Okay, this is number 70 by SimpCity16 on Twitter, and they have lots of images, so let's take a look. Looks like they have Yokai Rental Shop. I'm not sure what that is. Can't Stop Cursing You. That's a new one I've heard is kind of like Death Note. I've heard a couple people say good things about that, so I'm interested in that actually. Welcome to the NHK. I've seen the anime for this. Really good stuff, but I know the manga is kind of hard to find, but I am definitely interested in that. I think it was on sale on Right Stuff a couple weeks ago, but it was just a couple volumes. And then they have Requiem of the Rose King by Ayakano. I do not like Otamen by Ayakano, so I've been hesitant on picking up Requiem of the Rose King, but I know it's very well loved by a lot of people, but I'm not sure it's a series I would like. Then there's Lots of Sweet Boys, Anonymous Noise, The King's Beast, and Our Dreams at Dusk. Then next they have Living Stone, I Had That Same Dream Again, Attack on Titan, Platinum End by the creators of Death Note. I actually have not read Death Note, now that I think about it. I've seen the anime, of course, but I've only read Bakuman by them, so I know Platinum End is said to not be as good as either one of those series, but I am interested in picking it up. Same with Death Note. I don't know why I haven't read the manga, now that I think about it, but the spines for Platinum End are so pretty. The holographic covers are really cool. Jujutsu Kaisen, Horimiya, Angel's Sanctuary, Yona of the Dawn, Not Your Idol. I think that's on hiatus. I've heard, I haven't read it, but I know the author is sick or something like that. Hunter x Hunter, Fruits Basket, Another, that's the sequel I think about their kids. Down at the bottom they got some BL, Bitch Club, Given, Cased Heaven. They've got some spicy stuff down here. Okay. Classmates, I Hear the Sunspot, Banana Fish. Here's Death Note, Solonin, Downfall, Girl on the Shore. What is that big one? Olympus? And then Devilman. Oh, Devilman. I've seen Devilman Crybaby, and I think that only covers the first big omnibus, and they have it on cheapmanga.com sometimes, so I've been thinking of picking up Devilman. I really liked the anime. Then we have In This Corner of the World, No Longer Human, and Goodnight Poon Poon. No Longer Human is adapted from an actual novel that I really want to read. I don't know the last time I read like an actual literature book, to be honest. Probably since high school. I used to read a lot for fun, but then school kind of made me not like reading because they made me read all these books I didn't want to read, so it kind of backfired. But manga is kind of like reading, right? So at least I didn't lose it completely, but when I was younger I really did love reading books. Then they got Princess, I'm not sure what that is. Intense, and Host Club in the back. And Jim Magus Bride, Seven Deadly Sins, Black Butler, Promised Neverland, Blue Period, one of my new favorites. I really like Blue Period so far. I cannot pronounce that, but I know it's by the same mangaka as Witch Hat Atelier, I'm pretty sure. Land of the Lustrous, Beastars, Complex Age. I think that's about kind of like an older woman in the workplace and her kind of dilemma with still being an otaku, being older, something like that. I've been interested in that. Then we have Hell's Paradise, Dead Demons, Dead Destruction by Inyo Asano, the long title. Made in Abyss, Children of the Whales. Oh, Maidens in Your Savage Season. I think Kicktin's manga has been talking about this recently, and it sounds really interesting from what they described. To Your Eternity and Scum's Wish. But yeah, awesome collection. Thank you for showing these good pictures. Extensive. You have a lot of variety in your collection too. Okay, this collection is from Kaylin. It's entry number 18, and they said their favorite is Soul Eater right now. So let's take a look. They got Noragami, Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Voices of a Distant Star. I'm not sure what that is. The God's Lay, Horimiya, Blue Spring Ride, My Hero, Platinum End, Soul Eater. Oh, looks like they have all the volumes of Soul Eater actually. I always wondered why they got darker at the end. Like, I know what happens in the manga, but I think it's kind of symbolic that it gets crazy near the end there. Then they have Tokyo Ghoul, Wotakoi, Attack on Titan, Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is a series that I have not seen or read. I know Blasphemous. I feel like I've seen more obscure stuff and read more obscure stuff than like mainstream stuff. I don't know what that says about me, but that's a thing. And it looks like behind there they have Naruto, 7 Days, Given, and more Attack on Titan. And then in the front they have My Broken Mariko, which is something I've been interested in. I think it deals with some more like triggering topics like death and suicide, etc. But I've seen it floating around sometimes on Mercari, so I've always been interested in that. But thank you, Kaylin, for your collection. Really cool. I like your shelf, how it's like a more open stack. It's interesting. And your Armin up here. You know what's up, Armin, the best character in my opinion. And Yurio from Yurio Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so this collection is by Lore, and they're collection number 8. And they wrote a really long message. I can't read it all, but some of the things they said are really funny. They commented on volume 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. They said they're gonna strangle Viz because of the spine, and I know how you feel. It is so annoying sometimes when the spines are misaligned like that. But they have been collecting since August, they said, so let's take a look. They got Blue Flag, Death Note, Chainsaw Man, Haikyuu, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, Noragami, a lot of Noragami actually, Hunter x Hunter, and Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. That is one I'm really interested in as well. It seems to always be sold out everywhere, but the art is gorgeous. I've seen so many manga panels and just the covers alone are gorgeous. I really like the art in that series alone. And then it looks like they have some Blue Period and some art books for Jujutsu Kaisen and Haikyuu. I said this before, but I really want that art book. It's so pretty. I've seen pictures of it. And Blue Period, one of my new favorites. So awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay, this collection is by user Cloudy. They were number 71. And they said they've been collecting since March. And their inspiration to start collecting was me. Wow, I am honored. What? That's crazy. Thank you so much. But we got a small collection here. They're just starting. So looks like lots of volume 1s. Splatoon. I think that's based off a video game. My Hero. Seraph of the End. Shonen that I don't hear a lot of talk about, but I know it's about vampires. And I think the world is like ruled by vampires and the humans are like the lower class, something like that. Demon Slayer. Assassination Classroom. Ooh. Great picks for volume 1s. I love Assassination Classroom, One Punch Man, Seven Deadly Sins, Attack on Titan, One Piece, Akamega Kill, and Naruto. Awesome! Start to your collection. You got lots of variety to try. I'm sure you've picked up some more of the series that you did like from this, so great. And thank you for your nice words. Okay, the next collection is number 4, and this is from Noelle on Instagram and YouTube. I've talked to them a couple times on Instagram. Super nice, cool person. So it looks like they have Yu Yu Hakusho by the creator of Hunter x Hunter. We all know this. I have not read or seen Yu Yu Hakusho, but definitely on my list. I love Hunter x Hunter, obviously, so I'm interested. And then Hikaru no Go. I know Noelle really likes Hikaru no Go, so I've been meaning to look into that as well. It's like they got High School DxD, Monster Musume, Assassination Classroom, Orange, Shaman King. Ooh, interesting. I know Shaman King, the anime is coming out soon, and they got those omnibuses by Kodansha, Tokyo Ghoul, Berserk, and then over here it looks like they got some Inuyasha, Bloom Into You, Citrus, Wotakoi, the quintessential quintuplets, Deadman Wonderland. That's another thing I'm really interested in. I've seen a couple people talk about recently, but I think a couple volumes are a little hard to find. And then behind there, it looks like they have Uzumaki Erased, and I think that's like something Dreams of Bunny Girl Senpai, something like that. I didn't know there was a manga for that. I've seen the anime floating around. I haven't seen the anime, but I've seen what it looks like. So yeah, awesome. Thank you for submitting. Always fun talking to you. And check out their socials as well, especially their YouTube. Okay, the next collection is this on TikTok. Sorry, I can't pronounce it, but their collection is beautiful already from the pictures I've seen. And they said they've been collecting for 4 years, and their favorite is Fruits Basket and Attack on Titan. I can see that. Wow. They have the old Tokyo Pop Fruits Basket. They got the hardcovers. They got the omnibuses. They got the DVD. Definitely a Fruits Basket fan here. And then Attack on Titan in the bottom. Next, they have After the Rain, Blood on the Tracks, a really popular series right now. Our Hurry Ride, Honey So Sweet, Love is War, Snow White with the Red Hair, and Fire in His Fingertips. Ooh, spicy down there. And then they have Wolf Children. I've heard that's a really sad movie. I didn't know there was a manga as well. A Silent Voice, one of my favorites. The God's Light, Orange, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, another sad movie. Takane and Hana, Horimiya, Paradise Kiss, one of my favorites as well. Nana, Super Jealous, Assassination Classroom, My Love Story. Wow, this person has such good taste. My Love Story, one of my favorite shoujos. Awesome series. An Incurable Case of Love. I know that's between like a doctor and a nurse or something like that. Then they got some BL. We got Love Stage, 10 Count, Given, Don't Be Cruel, 7 Days, Escape Journey, B Club, and Coyote. Out of these, I've seen the anime for Love Stage, and I've read Given. And I have 7 Days as well. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Your collection is so aesthetic. I love the white shelves and how I've organized this. So yes, thank you for submitting. Check them out on TikTok. Okay, next we have number 33 by Sailor Tofu. And they said they have been collecting for a year now, but shipping to their country is really expensive. So let's take a look. They have Boys Will Be Cats. I'm not sure what that is. And then wrapped in plastic, it looks like they have Jackass, 7 Days, and then I Hear the Sunspot, and then Sasaki and Miyano, something that I own. I thought it was pretty cute. I'm on the fence about continuing that one. Then they have Kitchen Princess. I've actually heard of this one. I know it's a pretty old shoujo that a couple of people I know like. And they have Haikyuu, Jujutsu Kaisen, Little Witch Academia. I think this series was on Netflix and it was really popular a while ago. I didn't know there was a manga for that either. And then Solo Leveling, which I think this is the manga, not the light novel, but this is a Korean series and it is very popular. And I'm surprised that they publish it in English, but Yen Press does take on some more risky projects sometimes, which I appreciate about them, even though their series are really expensive. So thank you for sharing. And I hope you can get some more manga soon. I know the struggle about expensive shipping. It really do be like that sometimes, but thank you. Okay, next we have a collection by Nigel Sprout on Twitter, and they have been collecting since November. So let's take a look. They got All You Need Is Kill, Death Note, Goodnight Poon Poon, Solonin, Rainbow and Black. I'm not sure what that is. Then they have The Girl with the Sampuku Eyes, something I have as well. Really cute, really pure romance. It's in color too. The art is quite gorgeous for that one. Host Club, Maid-sama, Bungo Stray Dogs, Your Name, Mob Psycho, Given, Become You, something I have as well that I haven't started, but I heard the next volume is coming out after a long hiatus soon, so that's exciting. Ghostly Things, Dororo, and then Ajin, Demi-Human. Very popular series right now. I think it's coming to a close, so I'm thinking of picking it up after it's finished. And I know the anime is also on Netflix. And then moving down, they have Astro Lost in Space, Banana Fish, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Komi Can't Communicate, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Moriarty, The Patriot, Spy Family, Promised Neverland. Looks like you like shonen. Awesome. The Promised Neverland, A Silent Voice, one of my favorites, Attack on Titan, Parasite, and Noragami. Thank you. Awesome collection. I like this little Kurapika clay figure that you have. Very clean, very nice. Thank you. This next person, Sophia, they are number 1. They were the first person who submitted their collection months ago, so thank you. Let's take a look. Your collection is very pretty. I like all the colors. Attack on Titan, Komi, Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow, How Do We Relationship, Haikyuu, One Punch Man, Your Lie in April, the classic, sad shoujo anime and manga. I have seen the anime, and I really enjoyed it for the classical music aspect. Sailor Moon, Still Sick, Our Dreams at Dusk, Bloom Into You, Ragtime, Orange, The Golden Sheep, The God's Lie, Kakekaguri, Twin. I've seen a bit of the anime for that. I didn't know there was a sequel. I think that's what the twin means. Interesting. Beastars, Blue Flag, Solonin, Goodnight Poon Poon, Sweet Blue Flowers. This is by the author of Wandering Sun, and I think it's pretty good. I have read this manga. I don't own it. But if you're looking to get into their works, it is the most accessible one. I think they have a new series coming out about 2 adult females. It's I'll insert a clip here of what it is, but I think it's something like one is like cheating on her husband or something like that. But I'm interested in it because it is between 2 adults, so there's that. And then there's Kasa-san, one of my favorite girls love series. I really like it. I've been reading it recently. And then My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness and My Soul Exchange Diary. Another really profound work that I highly recommend. If you can read it, it has a lot of triggering topics, so please look into that before starting the series. Death Note, Neon Genesis, and Akira. So awesome. Thank you for being the first entry once again. This was months ago when I put up this poll, but thank you. I really love your collection. So clean, so nice. Okay, this next collection is by Steph. They're number 13, and they said they just started collecting 3 months ago. So we see Uzumaki, Ramina, Junji Ito, the horror, manga, GOAT. We know this. We love this. Well, actually, I don't love this because I don't like horror, but I know a lot of y'all like this. Wotakoi, one of my favorites. Naruto, the character data book. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. The God's Lie, Spy Family, Ass Class, Jujutsu Kaisen. Awesome start to your collection. Lots of good stuff. Obviously, love Spy Family, Ass Class, and Wotakoi. The rest, I own The God's Lie, but I haven't read it in a long time. I don't remember liking it that much, but I think it's good to have a couple one-shots in your collection regardless. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, this next collection is by Sam, and they've been collecting since 2015. I like your Frida Kahlo doll at the top. But they have My Hero Academia, The Promised Neverland, Beastars, Scum's Wish, Wake Up Sleeping Beauty, Arisa, Aoharu X Machine Gun. That is a series that I've heard really good things about, but I think it is a little out of print. Noragami, Pandora Hearts, another out of print series. You have some expensive stuff in here. And then they have Crocus Basketball, Orange, Plunderer. I'm not sure what that is. And then below they have Seraph of the End, Bungo Stray Dogs, Dead Man Wonderland, Tokyo Ghoul, Blackbird. I think that is like a classic shoujo series. I know there's a box set for that. One Host Club, Sakane and Hana, Yona of the Dawn, So Cute It Hurts, Honey So Sweet, Kami-sama Kiss. I'm not sure what that is. Kenka Bancho Otome. Interesting. And then Shuko Chara. That is also a classic. I have not read, but I know exactly what it is. And then Kiss Him Not Me. That one is pretty funny, actually. It's a shoujo harem manga, but like the girl is a fujoshi, so she really wants all the guys that like her to get together, like between them. And I've seen the anime, and I've read most of the manga, I'm pretty sure, and then I got spoiled with who she ends up with, so I stopped. But who she ends up with is best boy, so I'm happy about that. Totally Bound Hanako-kun, Say I Love You, and Junjo Romantica, 2 series that I do not really like, unfortunately. Say I Love You, I just don't like it because it's a shoujo manga, and the main characters were annoying. Junjo Romantica because it has some problematic tropes in there. And then Devils and Realist. Yes, so thank you. Thank you for your collection. Really awesome stuff. You got some rare stuff in here, got some expensive stuff. Oh, and they have Wotakoi, I didn't notice, but thank you, Sam. I also like your setup. You have like towers of manga. Okay, this next collection is by Santana. And Santana has good taste because I see Tsuki up there on the top. But they also have Host Club, box set, Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, some Kakehina dolls. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. And then some Japanese manga that I do not recognize. Probably a shoujo manga, it looks like it. Dawn of the Arcana, Daytime Shooting Star, Ahorai, The Demon Prince of Momoji House. I know Geeky Dreams really likes that manga. Kami-sama Kiss, Love Me Not. That is a work by Io Sakisaka that I'm really interested in. Above, Strobe Edge, and Blue Spring Ride. I don't know why, but I got a comment a while ago saying that Love Me Not, the first volume, was like profound or like really moved them. So that comment sticks out of my head whenever I see that, and I really want to try it. Prince Freya, Shortcake Cake, Snow White with the red hair. Then they got some Haikyuu in the back there. Komi, Accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter. That sounds like an isekai. I don't think I've ever read any isekai. I've seen Sword Art Online, but other than that, I don't think anything else I've seen or read. And then they have Donuts Under a Crescent Moon. That is a Yuri manga that I'm really interested in. A couple people have said good things about it to me. And then back there, I think that's Fly Me to the Moon. I've actually watched part of the anime, and I thought it was a really cute concept, but then they revealed that the guy's 18 and the girl's 16, and that, even though it might not seem like a big age gap, is disturbing to me, especially since they had to go through the whole thing of getting married and like her parents had to give her permission, etc. It just like made it glaringly obvious that that is something that I didn't really like, so that really turned me off from the series, but I thought it was really cute before that fact was revealed. But if that doesn't bother you, go for it. Then they have Citrus, Beastars, Blue Flag, Full Metal Alchemist, New Game, Ibitsu. Oh, this is the thing, someone corrected me in the comments. They said, I said this was another because I couldn't read the title, but it is not. It is Ibitsu, which is another horror manga. And then they have oh my gosh, okay. Yamushi Pedal. Yes, finally, someone has Yamushi Pedal. I've been waiting. This is my new favorite collection. Just kidding, but I love you that you have Yamushi Pedal. You know what's up. Living Room Matsunaga-san, Rent a Girlfriend, Sweat and Soap, and Wotakoi. Yes, I love your collection already. You got Suki, you got Yaopeta. What more can I ask for? Well, let's see what else you have. You have Goblin Slayer, The Apothecary Diaries, Strawberry Fields once again, Bakuman. Ooh, Bakuman, that's the first time I've seen Bakuman on here. It's one of my favorite series actually. Ancient Mag Inspired, My Love Story, King's Beast. Looks like these are a lot of your volume 1s you're trying out. Classroom of the Elite, I haven't read mine yet. Oh, you got more Yaopeta! Volume 2 and Volume 3, yes. You know what's up. You know what's up! Fruits Basket, Beauty and the Feast, I'm not sure what that is. Rent a Girlfriend, Beastars, and more Citrus. I'm amazed. You have Volume 3 I know is kind of hard to pick up. It looks like you have a library copy, which is nothing wrong with that. But thank you for being the first Yaopeta. I've been waiting. How many collections have I looked through so far? I think I've done more today than I did last time. But thank you. Cultured. Santana, you're cultured. Okay, this next collection is by Kayanna. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if it's not. And they said they just started collecting in December. So it looks like they have some Hunter x Hunter volumes. Kakekeguri, Twin, again. Blue Flag, No Guns, Life, Death Note, and Inuyasha. So awesome, great start to your collection. Lots of good stuff in there. You got Hunter x Hunter. That's actually the only thing I've read in this stack, but I know Blue Flag is very good. And Death Note, I've seen the anime, so awesome. Good luck with starting your collection and getting some more volumes. Okay, this is number 63 from Micah, and they've been collecting for a little over a year now. So let's take a look. They got Tokyo Ghoul and the illustration book. Ooh, pretty. Vinland Saga. This is actually the first Vinland Saga I've seen. And Planet Tess. I'm really interested in Planet Tess because it's only 2 volumes, but it is by the same creator as Vinland Saga. Really good seinen series. I think y'all know what Vinland Saga is, but I haven't read it or watched it because I'm lame like that. Then they have Blade of the Immortal and Vagabond. Then down here they have Berserk and Hellsing. And then the Monogatari, I don't know which number box that is, but pretty popular light novel series. Then they have Goodnight Poon Poon, Death Note, Monster, The Promised Neverland, Jujutsu Kaisen, How to Read Relationship, Fire Force. That is the first time we've seen Fire Force here. I have seen a bit of the anime, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. It's by the same creator as Soul Eater, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna love Fire Force because I love Soul Eater, but I think the pace was a little slow. I think I might try the manga because in manga you can, like, control how fast of a pace you read at. I think that was my main issue with the anime. It was just, like, weird timing, weird action sequences, etc. And they have S-Class, A Silent Voice, Kasa-san, and Attack on Titan. And I love your figure. Another person of culture, Kirishima. He's my favorite character in My Hero. I feel like he doesn't get enough love. But yeah, thank you for submitting. Your collection is very nice, very clean, very pretty. I really like your setup. So thank you for submitting once again. Okay, next we have entry number 10 by Sophia. And they've been collecting for 6 months. So it looks like they got Fruits Basket, Takane and Hana, Those Not So Sweet Boys, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, High School Debut Volume 1. That is a series I'm really interested in because it is by the same author as My Love Story, which I really love. And they have Mint Chocolate, the step-sibling romance up in there, Cutie and the Beast, Given, Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Haikyuu, the Death Note light novel down there. And then in the back they have Miss Al Happy. I'm not sure what that is, but then they also have Maid-sama and Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Again, love the art for Toilet Bound. Also, the title is kind of funny. Also in Spanish, I think it's translates to like toilet ghost, ghost of the toilet or something like that. So when I was looking at it, I laughed at that too. So thank you for sharing, Sophia. Awesome collection. And I've been going at this for a while, so I think I'm gonna take a break and come back and just power through a lot more of these because I feel like I haven't done that many, so we'll do one more for now and then I'll take a break and I'll come back. Okay, the next person is Vladimir, and they have Kaguya-sama, volume 13, and they have No Game No Life, volume 2. I said anyone could submit their collections, even if you had one manga, you had two manga, whatever you wanted to submit, I'm happy to look at them. And like I said, I don't really like Kaguya-sama in my other video, but No Game No Life, I have seen the anime for that, and the art is gorgeous. I really like the art for it. The story wasn't my favorite. Did I say I haven't read or seen any isekai other than Sword Art Online? I guess I have. I guess if you count No Game No Life. But like I said, awesome. They said they've been collecting for about 2 months. So like I said, great start to your collection. Good luck in the future. Thank you for submitting. Okay, hello. I am back after a while. I took a break from this and I decided that I'm going to just go through all the entries that are left, no matter how long this takes, so I can reopen the forum if possible, because I got a lot of comments on my last video saying that people were kind of sad that they missed the first time around, so I'm going to power through these and hopefully I can open it again. So I have been keeping track of what numbers I've been doing, so I'm just going to go down and do the ones that I have not yet. So that would start with number 2, actually. Okay, this first person's collection, their Twitter is Pomi, and they've been collecting for about a year and a half, so let's take a look. So it looks like they have Dot Hack, A Silent Voice, Act Age, Al Ogre. I cannot read. Al Or, okay, I don't know what that is. Attack on Titan, Beastars, yes, I love Beastars. Black Cat, Black Clover, that's actually one a lot of people have been talking about recently, and I've actually been interested in. It's the first, like, big shonen I've been interested in a while, so I might start that digitally. Then they have Blue Period, Chainsaw Man, Danganronpa, that's a game, right? And then I think I've seen the anime for that, actually. I didn't know there was a manga. Death Note, Fruits Basket Ultimate Edition. I don't think I've seen that edition before. It's like hardcover. Interesting. Gantz, Girlfriends, Hatsune Miku manga. Interesting. Hetalia, My Dark Past is coming back up to haunt me. I think there's a new Hetalia anime, actually, and when I saw that, I was like, in 2021? Interesting. Inuyasha, JoJo's Komi Can Communicate, Loveless. You have a lot of titles that I don't really recognize. A lot of Tokyo Pop, My Hero, My Little Monster, I've seen the anime for that. One Piece, One Punch Man, Persona 3. So it seems like you like video games, because I see Persona, Pokemon manga, Madoka Magica, 7 Days. Then you have a whole shelf pretty much for Bleach, and then Jujutsu Kaisen, Moriarty, The Patriot, Seraph of the End. I've heard of that as well. I think it's about some, like, vampires, and then the vampires are above humans in the society or something like that. And then Host Club. And is that the Death Note all-in-one edition? Yes, I see that. Have you read that? Please let me know if it's even possible to read without breaking the spine. And then down here, it looks like you have some Soul Eater, Steins Gate, Gentleman's Alliance, Promised Neverland, Tokyo Ghoul, Vampire Knight. Oh, okay, so it looks like you have your collection in alphabetical order. Interesting. I could never do that because it would be too chaotic for me with, like, the different heights of the spines and hardcovers and omnibuses and stuff, but I appreciate when people do have an organization system of some sort. Like, my stuff is just thrown in there all hodgepodge. So yeah, thank you for submitting your collection. Okay, this collection is number 3, and their @ is Aaron D's Nuts. Haha, you made me say it. Okay. They said they've been collecting since last June, so for about a year. It looks like they have Kakekeguri, Tokyo Ghoul, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunter x Hunter. Has there been Hunter x Hunter yet? I don't remember. It's been a couple days since I filmed the last portion of this, but brave soul trying to collect Hunter x Hunter. I as well, I'm trying to do that. But then it looks like they have a good chunk of Haikyuu, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Our Dreams at Dusk, Classmates, Blood on the Tracks, Attack on Titan, The Promised Neverland, and Host Club box set. Awesome. Lots of good titles, lots of things I want to try, especially like Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Cannot find any of those anywhere. Whenever I go into the store, they only have like volumes 6 and 7, and then like 2 sometimes, and I don't like getting things out of order, but I am on the hunt for that. So yeah, thank you for submitting your collection. Very nice layout, very aesthetic, I love it. Okay, this person's name is XCheck, and they've been collecting for 2 months, and I really like this layout on top of the closet here. It looks like you took a panorama. Very nice, very nice. I see Prison School, some spicy manga down there, Happiness, The Flowers of Evil, Blood on the Tracks. Looks like you are a fan of Shuzo Oshimi. I have actually not read any of his works now that I think about it. I think I've watched The Flowers of Evil, the anime, but I'm not sure how good of an adaptation that is, so let me know in the comments. And then they have Laid Back Camp, something that looks super cute. I see it everywhere. I see a lot of figure collectors also collecting the figures for that, but I am not a big fan of camping. Actually, my family used to go when we were little, and it was just not really my thing, but I might be interested to check that out. One Punch Man, Rising of the Shield Hero, Inspector, Goblin Slayer. So it looks like you like some, I think they're those are isekai, I'm not sure though. And then Lone Wolf and Cub and Spice and Wolf. So yeah, thank you for your collection. This is a really good start for 2 months. I wonder what your collection looks like now, because these submissions were, I'm looking at the date right now, from April, so they're pretty old. I'm curious to see how your collection has grown, so thank you for submitting. And sorry it took me so long to get to these. Okay, this collection is from Kai, and they said they started collecting haiku because of my channel, and it looks like you have surpassed me in your haiku collecting. Wow, okay, I'm honored, and I'm glad that you're able to get so much of it. But I really like this setup, this Towers of Manga thing you got going on, awesome. So let me see, it looks like you got 20th Century Boys, Vagabond, Blue Flag, Sweat and Soap. A little spicy there. I have not started Sweat and Soap because the concept is really odd to me. I know a lot of people say it's not a big deal with the whole smell fetish, but it just, something in my personal life that I don't want to talk about is like really reminiscent of that, and so I don't really want to start it for those reasons, but I may someday if I can get over that. So it looks like they got Land of the Lustrous, Blue Period, Dead Demons, Destruction, yes, by Inio Asano, Solonin, Dorohedoro. Recently got a comment saying that my collection, that's what was missing in my collection, was Dorohedoro and One Piece, so apparently I need to get into it. I may watch the anime first, I know it's on Netflix. Then you got Fruits Basket, Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, Mob Psycho, Witch Hat Atelier, Wotsukoi, BL Metamorphosis, Witch and the Beast, Hell's Paradise, Astro Lost in Space, Requiem of the Rose King. Have I talked about this yet? I'm not sure, but I don't like Aya Kano's other work, Otomen, so that's why I'm hesitant on picking up Requiem of the Rose King. But I may watch the anime when it comes out. I think it was pushed back to 2022, actually, but I think I'll just give it a watch and see how I feel. And then you got, yes, the GOAT, Yamushi Pedal, love it. Looks like you got a library copy, but that's okay, that's fine. Any way you want to consume Yamushi Pedal, I will support you. I will be your #1 cheerleader. Please tell me if you like it. DM me or comment. I'm curious. And you got some BL titles over here. Tomo-chan is a girl, yes, cute, love it. And Yotsuba. I've heard that Yotsuba is good to pick up in Japanese if you are learning Japanese, because I think it's from the perspective of like an elementary schooler, so her speaking is very like easy to understand if you're learning, which is what I've heard. So yeah, if you want to learn Japanese, I've heard Yotsuba is a good place to start. So yeah, like I said, love your collection, love this setup you got going on, thank you for submitting. Okay, this next collection is from Nina, and just looking at the previews, I'm curious how your room looks because this setup is very aesthetic and I really like it. So looks like you got some Dr. Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, Moriarty of the Patriots, Spy Family, Toiletban Hanako-kun, and then the box set for Tokyo Ghoul. So it looks like you have some like floating shelves, which is really cool. I like that, save space. And then you have this little haiku corner, so cute. I really like this setup, like I said. And then Given, Hunter x Hunter, Ouran High School Host Club, Alhara Ride, Love Me, Love Me Not. I actually picked up the first volume of this because someone told me that it was really, really good and better than Blue Spring Ride, so I decided to pick it up. Then Horimiya, Blue Flag. It looks like you are in the middle of reading Blue Period at this point in time. Like I said, this was months ago. And then you got Banana Fish, #6, love it. Chrono Crusade, I'm not sure what that is. And Acute Hinata Art, Attack on Titan, and My Hero Academia. So yeah, awesome collection. Thank you for submitting. Okay, the next collection we got is Alina, my bestie. She's always commenting, and I love talking to her on Instagram. I'm glad I finally got to look at your collection. So let's see. We got My Broken Mariko, which is something I've heard a lot about actually, and I'm really interested in picking it up. I heard it's like a pretty dark little manga one-shot. And then Kaiji, you're the one that actually got me into Kaiji by recommending it to me, so thank you for that. I'm really enjoying it. Solonin, Spy Family, The Golden Sheep, and then it looks like you got, I've seen this anime on Netflix. Like, I haven't seen it, but I know what it is. It's like Psyche K, something like that. I'm surprised it's not serialized in English. I feel like it's a very popular, like, kind of cult manga. Not cult, but like, a lot of people know it, but it's not super mainstream, so I'm surprised why they haven't published it in English. And it looks like you have a little collage of a lot of manga panels, so cute. Then you got Wotsukoi, Blue Period, Slam Dunk, which is your favorite series, I know this. Something I really want to get into, but some volumes are hard to get. I'm just waiting for restocks and stuff like that. I'll get to it eventually. Dead Man Wonderland, and Ping Pong. Oh yes, you've talked to me about Ping Pong as well. I think I got you to watch the anime, and you agreed that the anime is better than the manga, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. But thank you for sharing. Thank you for being lovely to me as always. And I think your collection has grown by now, but like I said, these are really old entries. So I'm sorry it took me so long to get to these. Okay, so this next entry is by Mango Bun on YouTube and Buns Manga on Instagram. And I already see this is super aesthetic, super pretty. Excited to look at it. I'm not sure what these tall skinny ones are, but they look like comics maybe, but it looks like you got Soul Eater, Kakaguri, Happiness, Tokyo Ghoul, Fullmetal Alchemist, Banana Fish, Black Butler. Devil's Line, you said this is one of your favorites. I have no idea what it's about, so let me know in the comments. Seraph of the End, Spy Family, Jujutsu Kaisen, Vampire Knight, Yona of the Dawn, something I recently picked up, finally! I got volume 1. So yes, don't you worry. I'm gonna start it. Daytime Shooting Star, Love Me, Love Me Not, Recommend the Rose King, Fruits Basket, Blue Flag, Wotakoi, Something's Wrong With Us, Witch Hat Atelier, Nana. Yes, this person definitely has taste, but when you see Nana in there, it's like maximum taste, if you get what I mean. Orange, Prince Freya, Takane and Hana, Fly Me to the Moon. It looks like you have Shortcake Cake, Boarding School Juliet, My Hero, After Hours. That is a Yuri manga I'm actually interested in. I've heard good things about that. Blessed is a short series. Given, An Incurable Case of Love, Paradise Kiss. I mean, you already have Nana, so of course you have to have Paradise Kiss. And then Vinland Saga, Say I Love You, Horimiya Toradora, Communicate, Citrus, Comes a Wish, Kiss Me at the Stroke of Midnight, and Gangsta. So yes, thank you for sharing. Like I said, your collection is very nice, very aesthetic. Lots of good stuff in here. Zooming in on this because I'm so jealous. I'm waiting for that reprint from Shoujo Beat. Please come fast. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Oh, and I just noticed you have really cute Nendoroids on the sides. I'm so laser focused on the manga, I like ignore everything else, but so cute. Okay, this next collection is from Mango Rats on Instagram. Go check out their Instagram. They do really good art, and this is another person who has talked to me a lot. I consider them a friend now. They were one of the first people who ever reached out to me on Instagram, so I'm really thankful for that, and I think I got them into Yaomoshi Pedal, which is even better. But yeah, like I said, anytime you want to DM me or talk, just reach out to me. Literally, tell me about anything, tell me about what you're reading, etc. I love to talk to people. That's the whole reason why I made this account. So I'm really excited to look at your collection. Again, sorry it took me so long, but it looks like you have some Rama 1/2 and Genshiken. Oh my gosh, this is the first Genshiken we've seen. Yes, finally! I love Genshiken. I'm searching for those omnibuses. This is the second season of Genshiken, but the first season, oh my gosh, I cannot find the omnibuses anywhere. I might just have to get those ugly red single editions, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. Go From the Other Side, Kaiji, Horimiya, Wotakoi. I think this is a BL manhwa. It says lesson on it, which is kind of like the Shonen Jump for manhwa. I don't know how to call it, like where you can pay to read stuff, kind of like webtoon, but yes. I get the drift. I don't know what exactly this is, but I know like the vein of what it's in. I think I have made a video about my favorite manhwa somewhere on my channel. But yeah, then they have The Promised Neverland, Kimi ni Todoke. Yes, I know you love Kimi ni Todoke. I'm jealous that you have all the volumes that I don't have. And then we have A White Rose in Bloom. You're the one who actually told me about this as well. See, y'all, this is how I get ideas. This is why I buy manga. I get recommendations from y'all, and I ended up loving them. So thank you for that. And then they have Honey and Clover, Air Gear, number 6, Toiletban Hanako-kun, Sir Vamp. I've seen the anime for this. Hell's Paradise. Oh, they have Made in Railways. That's by the same author as A White Rose in Bloom. Tell me how that is. I'm curious. I want to pick it up because of the name attached to it, but I'm not sure. And they have Soul Eater, Ten Dance, A Silent Voice, Dr. Stone. Yes, I know you love Dr. Stone. We know I love Dr. Stone. Everyone should read Dr. Stone. My Dr. Stone agenda. I'm pushing it right now. Dream and Sun, Ancient Magus Bride, Recommend the Rose King, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Orange, Arco, Under the Bridge, yes, yay. That's the first of this I've seen as well. One of my favorites. And Utsubora is the autobiography, question mark, of Asumiko Nakamura as well. And then we have the Maximum Culture right here, Yamushi Pedal, yes, amazing. I don't know why you have 2 volumes of the Loot Crate exclusive one, but please give me one, because I am trash, and I've been looking for one. Just kidding, don't send me one, but I must have every version of volume 1 of Yamushi Pedal, and it looks like you have some Japanese volumes. I think I have the same ones, actually. I'm curious who your favorite character is. I don't think you've told me, but I have a feeling that it's Mito Suji. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling. And then have some series I do not recognize. And then My Little Monster, Soul Eater. And oh my gosh, you have a plushie from 19 Days of Mo. I didn't know you liked 19 Days. Awesome. Talk to me about that too. Literally, everyone just come to my DMs, please, and talk with me about series. I did not know you liked 19 Days. That's cool. Okay. Enough fangirling for now. But thank you for sharing your collection. Love talking to you as always. Thank you. Sorry, this was a bit of a ramble, but yes. I'm gonna DM you about this after this. Let's discuss. Anyways. Okay, this next collection is from Lavender Manga on Instagram. Looks like we have a small collection here. Awesome. Black Butler, Fairy Tail, Death Note, Tokyo Ghoul, Communicate, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and The White Cat's Revenge. Plotted, what does that say? I cannot read that. Plotted Dragon King's Lap. Something. Sounds like a light novel or a light novel adaptation. So yeah, got some good stuff, especially Death Note. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have not read Death Note. Only seen the anime, of course, but it looks like he has some good stuff. I never noticed that the Tokyo Ghoul Viz logos are different on some of them. interesting. That might be annoying to some people. It is pretty annoying to me, but it's not the end of the world. And then, yeah. So, like I said, nice collection, nice start. You said you started collecting manga in February, which was like 2 months before that you submitted this. So, yeah, for 2 months. Amazing collection. Love it. Thank you for submitting. Okay, next we have a collection from Mimi, and they have 20th Century Boys, Solanin, The God's Lie, Assassination Classroom. Oh yes, one of my favorites. I love it. The spines are so beautiful. I love all the colors, and I'm just waiting to see if I can snag the box set for really cheap. I know it's like not really in circulation, but I do see it sometimes going for like $300, and it'd be way cheaper to just get the singles. So I'm waiting to see if I can find it for cheaper than the singles would be, if you get my drift. And then we have A Silent Voice, Pokemon manga, Death Note, Demon Slayer, Kaguya-sama, and ReZero. I have not seen ReZero, but my best friend has been watching it lately, and she keeps screaming about stuff that happens, and I have no idea what the context is, but I'm just letting her vent. So in my head, it is a very dramatic series with lots of twists and turns, so I hope you're liking that. But yeah, thank you for submitting. Lovely collection. You have some good stuff in there, like S-Class, A Silent Voice, some of my favorites. Okay, this collection is from B, and they collect manga in German, so it looks a little different on the spines, but still very nice. It looks like they have Jujutsu Kaisen, Beastars, The Golden Sheep, I think that says Tokyo Ghoul, Ajin, Chainsaw Man. Ooh, the Chainsaw Man editions are really cool. I didn't know that's what they look like in German. Spy Family, I think that is A Sign of Affection down there, and How Do We Relationship, I believe. I can't read German, I just recognize the pictures on the spine. It looks like they're up to volume 4, so they are ahead of us in English, and this was back in April, so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Like I said, love seeing other things in other languages. It looks like they go for the very clean look. I like how everything is white spines for like the Jujutsu Kaisen and the Beastars and the Tokyo Ghoul. I think I tend to like more of like a clean or lighter spine. Sometimes I feel like spines can get really cluttered if not done well, but I like how the Golden Sheep looks as well, with the pastel colors. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Love it. Okay, this next collection is from Manga with Zaba on Instagram. And again, a really cool setup. It looks like the top of a desk type of thing going on here. And it looks like you have Daytime Shooting Star, Demon Slayer, Dream and Sun, Fly Me to the Moon, Haikyuu, Happiness, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I've heard that manga is really sad, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but I saw like advertisements for it when it first came out, and I already knew it was gonna be sad. It was gonna be a sad one, like A Silent Voice, etc. And then we have Come and Can't Communicate, Love Me, Love Me Not, ReZero, Rent a Girlfriend, Say I Love You. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I don't like Say I Love You. I've seen the anime like 5 times. Oh my gosh. For reasons I don't want to go into right now. But Spy Family, Syrup, I think that is, yeah, it says a Yuri anthology. Interesting. Teasing Master Takagi-san. Is that anything like Nagatoro? Because if it is, I don't think I would like it. But if it's more tame and toned down, I think I would. I believe those characters are in elementary school though, so I can't imagine that it's anything like suggestive or anything like that, so I might be interested in that. Then it looks like you have The Promised Neverland, Rise of the Shield Hero, You Know the Dawn, Fruits Basket, Your Name, Gyo, A Silent Voice, and Attack on Titan. So yeah, awesome. They said they enjoy collecting even though they don't have a large collection, but that's okay. That's all that matters, is that you have fun collecting, you have fun reading manga, we all have the same hobby. That's really the main goal, is to have fun and to enjoy yourself. And they want to finish some series before I get new ones. That is something I should learn from, because I tend to just buy all kinds of random stuff and I don't complete collections for a long time, and then things get like hard to find out of print by the time I get around to it, and it's just not a fun time. So I admire your strategy of trying to finish series. That is a really good one. I highly recommend, even though I don't do it myself. Okay, this next collection is from Shaz, or Sanji Lover on Twitter, and they said, broke struggles, lol. Yeah, I know how you feel. When I was younger and first starting out, I would only be getting like 1 volume a month type of thing. And they also said that manga is rare in their country and they live in the middle of nowhere, which is another struggle I kind of understand, even though I live in the United States. Like I've said before, I live like about an hour from a Barnes & Noble, which is not that far, but it's just a little annoying to get there if I ever want to go. So it looks like they have some Host Club, Blue Exorcist, My Hero Academia, Spy Family, Black Clover, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Always interesting to see what people choose when they have like a limited budget or whatever. It shows that they really like these series, in my opinion. So that's cool to see. That's one of the things I like about looking at small collections, is like I feel like they really enjoy each of these series and would probably recommend them to anyone. So like I said, I am interested in Black Clover. The rest of these I have read except Blue Exorcist and Jujutsu Kaisen, but I've heard good things about both of those as well. So thank you for sharing. Okay, this next collection is from Wiz Radical. And let's take a look. Looks like they have One Punch Man and GTO. Yes, I think this is the first GTO we've seen super rare series. I think I actually have only watched the first episode of the anime, and usually I'm not a like stickler for good animation or care about if animation is old, but GTO's anime is old. Like, I could barely stand watching it, so I think I want to read the manga, but I might have to read scans because I refuse to pay the prices that some of these volumes are going for. So admirable that you have so much of it. Awesome. And then it looks like you have all of Hunter x Hunter, which again I'm jealous of because I'm missing like some random volumes like 25 and 30. So awesome. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your nice comments. I'm reading all of these, and a lot of people have written really long paragraphs, and I am reading them, of course. I'm reading them, but I don't want to repeat them, and some people have written stuff that they don't want me to say. But really nice comments. Thank you for your kind words. I love it. Okay, this next collection is from Ida, and they are from Germany, so it looks like they have some German manga here. They have Kakaguri Twin, Noragami, Given, Ajin. Ooh, Dr. Stone. Yes, I've seen the German versions of Dr. Stone in the black. It looks really cool. And then Orange. Ooh, they don't have omnibuses. Those singles actually look really pretty. I really like them. And then Ouran High School Host Club. Oh, interesting. Pink Spines. And then Attack on Titan, the Levi story, and Soul Eater. Ooh, look at that Soul Eater. Actually, that's cool. It looks like it'll make a picture when it connects. I really like that, actually. That's cool. I, unpopular opinion, don't like the hardcover Soul Eaters that are coming out. The yellow is just not attractive to me. That's why I've been looking into getting the singles, but these are really cool. I like how the spines are going to continue like that. Same with Shaman King. It looks like they're going to have a continuing spine with that as well. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Love seeing stuff in other languages, of course. Always cool to see. Okay, this next person is named Oz, and they said that they have a very small collection since they are still in high school. I don't think this is a very small collection in my opinion. This is actually quite big, but if you say it's small, then it's small. And they live in a German-speaking country, so their collection is in German. The picture is a little blurry, so I'll try my best to recognize what these are, but let me see. This first one I do not recognize. Hyokoi? Actually, I think there's an anime for this. It's like a 2-episode OVA thing that I've read. I think it's a shoujo, if I'm remembering correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then the rest of these, let me see what I recognize. After Hours. Oh, this! Hyoka? I've seen this anime. It's by Kyoto Animation. And I didn't know that it had a manga, actually. Is the manga adapted from the anime? Because usually Kyoto Animation stuff is original, so that's interesting. And it's by Tokyo Pop. I think Tokyo Pop is based out of Germany now, if I am correct. But again, let me see. I think this is all Tokyo Ghoul from the last German manga we saw. I remember it looked kind of like this. Then One Punch Man. Ooh, they have box sets for One Punch Man. Spy Family. Ooh, Banana Fish. I've seen the German Banana Fishes, and they are really cool, big hardcovers. I wish we had something like that here, instead of having to wait for them to restock the singles. And then they have Heartstopper. This is a graphic novel, I believe, from like an American author. So actually, I've been interested in this. They have it on the Webtoon app, so I'm going to read that first and then see if I want to pick up the physicals, because I have been reading a lot of webtoons lately, actually. Then Tolipan Hanako-kun, Blue Period. Y'all are ahead of us. I'm jealous. I think this is My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness and Bloom Into You. Ooh, the Bloom Into You covers. I think this is how they look in Japanese, actually, with the colorful spines instead of just the white and pink like we have in English. Then Black Butler, Mob Psycho, and I think that's Chainsaw Man, To Your Eternity, and Witch Hat Atelier. Interesting. So yeah, thank you for sharing. I don't think your collection is small at all. I think it's actually quite large, but lots of interesting stuff. I didn't know they had these series in German. Really cool. English publishers, step it up. JK. I am very thankful for all that we do have in English, but yeah, interesting. Thank you for sharing. Love looking at this. Okay, this next collection is from Elisa, and it looks like they have Parasite, Neo-Parasite. Is that like a spin-off of Parasite? I do not know what that is. Then Komi Can Communicate, A Silent Voice, Snow White with the Red Hair, Naruto, The Promised Neverland, which is their favorite that they wrote. Blue Flag, A Man and His Cat, super cute, wholesome cat story. Bakuman, one of my favorites. Full Moon, a old school shoujo manga. Orange, Our Dining Table, a really cute BL one-shot. I really recommend this for anyone who wants to get into BL, if like you're questioning or whatever. This is a really cute one to start with, in my opinion. Then they have Takami Bachi, Spy Family, Tropical Fisherman's for Snow, Dramacon, I'm not sure what that is. Some Danganronpa, Assassination Classroom, and Sailor Moon. Ooh, Sailor Moon, classic. I have not seen Sailor Moon. I was not a Sailor Moon girl. I was a Pokemon girl, actually. But I appreciate Sailor Moon for what it is. And I've always wanted to start it, but it's something like One Piece where it's so far back in the lore and the series and the spin-offs or whatever that it's kind of overwhelming to get into. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Love your collection. Okay, we are back again. I took another little break and we're gonna power through the end. I think there's 25 more entries, so let's get to it. This is entry number 35. Okay, this person is Anime Glass Art on Instagram, and it looks like they have some JoJo's. Something that everyone tells me to get into. I swear, every video I get, people comment, your collection is pretty cool, but it would be better with JoJo's or whatever. And it seems interesting. It's just another thing that's really daunting to get into, if you know what I mean. Like this part, up to part 7. Someone told me that you can read part 7 by itself as well, but I'm pretty sure the English publication's only up to part 5, so I'd have to wait a while to get to that, but that's what someone told me. I don't know if that's true or not. And then it looks like they have some B-Stars, One Punch Man, the Levi Attack on Titan series, Haikyuu, and Oran. So yeah, love to see it. They said they've only been collecting for about 2 months. So yeah, awesome. I love your little plush too on the side. Thank you for submitting. Okay, this next person is Hamilia, and it looks like they have All You Need Is Kill, Death Note, Spy Family, Dekaboku Sugar Days, I believe that is BL, High School of the Dead Volume 5, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Angels of Death, I'm not sure what that is, or the next one, Blood Sea. And then they have Dengen Rompa. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we've seen a lot of that today, actually, or in this video so far. I don't know if I mentioned that I have seen the first season of the anime, if there's more than one, but I've seen the first one, and I know the concept. It's like a Survivor type of thing, like, you know, Survivor, the TV show, except they don't get voted off the island, they just die. So yeah, if you like those kind of stories, you might like that. Thank you for sharing. Okay, this next collection is from Cybra on Instagram, and they've talked to me a bunch of times. I know this person. I know what your collection looks like. It looks very familiar to me. When I opened this up, I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, it looks like they have Sand Chronicles 1 through 4. This is a manga they have recommended to me, and I have seen like a few volumes floating around sometimes in stores, but I don't know how hard it is to get like a full set. So let me know on that. And then they have Lovecom 1 and 3, Love Me Love Me Not. I recently picked up the first volume of that. I'm willing to try an Iosaki Saka work, and I know Strobe Edge, there's like a volume that's really hard to find, and Blue Spring Red, I didn't really like the anime that much, so I decided to pick up Love Me Love Me Not. Then they have volume 1 of Kimi ni Todoke. Then they have some volumes of Series. I think that is like an older shoujo series. Cardcaptor Sakura in these Tokyo Pop editions. I don't think I've seen these. I've only seen the hardcover editions that are coming out right now, I think. Blue Flag. I think this is your favorite series. I know your icon is one of the characters from Blue Flag. I have not started it yet, though. Soon. I did buy volumes 2 through 5 recently, so like I have enough to binge if I want to. One Punch Man, My Hero, A Silent Voice, one of my favorites, Sailor Moon and Seven Deadly Sins, a bunch of volumes of Fruits Basket. I feel like you were planning to sell some of these, actually, now that I think about this. This is so old, I'm sorry, again. I meant to film this way earlier. And then they have The Promised Neverland. So yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being a great friend to me. Thank you for always chatting me up. And thank you for submitting your collection. I also like this wall in the background. You have these manga covers. So cool. I see Nana and Demon Slayer and Toilet Bound Hanako-kun and My Hero. So yeah, cool. Awesome. Okay, this person's YouTube is Manga Collect 987. And let's take a look. It looks like they have some Japanese volumes up at the top of One Piece, Naruto. I think that's Haikyuu Boo, which is like the spin-off to Haikyuu, kind of like gag, one-shot stories, and Boruto. And then in English, they have Naruto, Boruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, Gintama. Gintama, I've only seen the anime. I know the manga did not publish all the way. I think they only published like 22 volumes, and I swear there's like 100 Gintama volumes. And the anime is so freaking long. I think I've seen like 300 episodes, and that's not even scratching the surface. But I do like it. And then I see Assassination Classroom, Noragami, Haikyuu, Death Note, My Neighbor Seki, that is a anime I've seen, and it's about basically this guy who doesn't talk, but he's always doing weird stuff on his desk, like during class, and his desk partner is always like scolding him kind of for doing that during class. It's pretty funny. I didn't know there was a manga for that. And then more Naruto, and it looks like they have Cardcaptor Sakura. Ooh, these are different editions than the last collection we saw. Those were Tokyo Pop, these are Kodansha. Interesting. Dragon Ball, Black Clover, Higurashi, When They Cry. I think that's that. Someone commented on one of my videos saying, like, that bookstore had a bunch of Higurashi, like, you should have picked that up. And, like, I don't buy stuff just because it's rare to sell, if that makes sense. Like, I know what the rare manga is from being on MangaTube, and I know sometimes I go to these little comic book shops and they have lots of it, but I don't like to do that. I like to buy stuff that I want to read, and then if I don't like it, then I'll sell it. Or if I see a volume I know one of my friends wants, I'll pick it up. but I want to leave it there to give someone else the opportunity who wants it, or maybe a scalper will buy it and sell it online, but that's not really my problem. Plus, it's so much time and energy to sell stuff, and you gotta package stuff, take it to the post office. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. So if I ever pass up something super rare or whatever that I see in the wild, just note that I don't care. I really don't care. If it's worth $1,000, I'm probably not gonna pick it up if I'm not interested in it. So yeah, that's my little spiel about like going on the hunt purposely just to sell stuff. That's not my gig. But yeah, so there's some more Naruto, looks like, Tsubasa, Seven Deadly Sins. You have a Stitch manga. Interesting. I think I've seen that Disney line of Tokyo Pop manga on the clearance section of Right Stuff sometimes. Kingdom of Hearts, One Piece. So we got some Lucky Star, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then some Hunter x Hunter, love it. Tulip Hanako-kun, My Hero. And some more Your Lie in April, Bakemonogatari. I know the light novel for that is highly acclaimed. I don't know about the manga though. Leave thoughts in the comments. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Awesome collection. You have lots of good stuff. So this collection is from Matt, and they said they have a couple more volumes of Chainsaw Man and My Hero on the way. So it looks like they have Berserk. Another thing, okay, this video is turning into me ranting about comments I get, but someone was like, she doesn't read any popular manga. Does she not know what Berserk is? And I was like, I think I responded like, yes, I know what Berserk is. I don't live under a rock. I didn't say that, but like more kindly, I was like, I do know what Berserk is, but again, I don't read stuff that I'm not interested in. Like, I am not interested in a ton of blood and gore and muscly men and whatever in my manga, so I just don't read it. Like, if that makes sense. I think everyone has their own taste. Like, I think my tastes are pretty broad. Like, you won't just see like shoujo in my collection or just sports manga, etc. But there are certain things I don't like and I think I won't like. Plus the editions are very expensive and I'm just not interested in it at all. So I would like comments that are more phrased like, I think you would like this manga because, or I recommend this, not why don't you have this? Are you living under a rock? Do you have no taste? Do you not know what Berserk is? The most famous manga of all time, arguably. So yeah, I'm getting heated. I haven't eaten anything today, but yeah, that's my spiel on that. Then we have Pokemon, Vagabond. Vagabond, something I actually am willing to try because the art is freaking gorgeous, and I have not read any works by Takahiko Inoue because they're pretty hard to find. I want to start Slam Dunk and I want to start Real, but I think Real, like the first 3 volumes are like non-existent, and then Slam Dunk, I'm waiting for the reprints to come. We all know this. Then we have Devil's Line, Seven Deadly Sins, Chainsaw Man, My Hero spin-offs, another My Hero spin-offs. I've heard people say that Vigilantes is actually better than the main series, so I am really interested to pick that up because I've only read the normal My Hero. I haven't read any of the spin-offs. And then they have some Black Clover, Boruto, and Naruto. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Sorry I like ranted over your collection, but nothing against you, just heated. I don't know if anyone's gonna even watch this far. This might be like past the 1 hour mark, so for people who watch this far, comment like some type of flower emoji or something. I've never asked people to do that. Yeah, only the real ones though that got this far. Anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, this collection is from Alpha, and it looks like they have some One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Okay, the last video of this I did, I was watching Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, and I said that I did not like it because Nagatoro is like insufferable. But I think the last 3 episodes of the anime did redeem her because that last arc with the president and the art exhibit really showed that Nagatoro does care about Senpai, and it was like more refreshing than the whole series combined, so that rounded it out to me giving it a 6 out of 10, which is not the best score ever, but I'm glad that I stuck through it to the end. And I may pick up the manga, I'm not sure, because I've heard people say that it is better than the anime. She's not as much of a brat in the manga, so I am curious, but I'm not sure if I will pick that up. Then looks like we got some Death Note, Chainsaw Man, Blue Exorcist, Black Torch, a little 5-volume series I've heard is okay, Black Clover, S-Class, Wotakoi, Tokyo Ghoul, Rent a Girlfriend, and One Punch Man, and some more One Piece. So yeah, thank you for submitting. It looks like you have some other books at the bottom as well. I've been meaning to start some more actual books. I started No Longer Human. I haven't finished it yet, but maybe I'll talk a little bit about that when I finish it. But since I'm not in school anymore, I feel like I need to be reading like some books to keep my brain active. Not saying that manga is like not real books, but you know, if you know what I mean, like some intellectual stuff. I don't know what I mean. But I was a biology major, but then my minor was Spanish, so I read a lot of novels in Spanish when I was in college. but never anything for fun, really. So if you have any book recommendations, let me know. I haven't read a book for fun since I was like in middle school. So yeah, high school kind of deteriorated my love for reading because we had to read a bunch of books that I didn't like. So yeah, moving on from that. Okay, this person's Instagram is It's Ellie, and it looks like they have Natsume's Book of Friends. This is one people have told me I would like. The only thing detracting me from it is that it's very long. I might try the anime first and see if I like it. Someone also compared it to Komi Can Communicate, kind of, but like instead of getting friends, the guy's like collecting yokais or something like that. So I don't like Komi, so I don't know if that was a good recommendation to compare it to, but I am interested in it. And they have Dr. Stone. Yes, love Dr. Stone. I recently caught up with the manga. I'm ready to go for the next volume to come out. I pre-ordered it. I love Dr. Stone so much. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm like one of the few that like is obsessed. I love it so much. And then we have Spy Family, One Punch Man, Chainsaw Man, and Blue Period. I think that's some of the first Blue Period we've seen. Really enjoying that series so far. I haven't read volume 3 yet though. And then they have the Death Note box set. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, this person has 2 ads on Twitter I'll put on the screen. And then looks like they have some Vagabond, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and then a whole shelf of stuff to look at. So we have Attack on Titan, Naruto, Spy Family, Jujutsu Kaisen. Ooh, you actually have all the volumes. I feel like everyone who collects Jujutsu Kaisen is always struggling to get random volumes of it. But don't fret, people. Just wait. Be patient. They'll come back in stock. Don't pay the scalper prices on Mercari or eBay. Then they have some Noragami, Fullmetal Alchemist, Vinland Saga. Sorry if I'm repeating stuff over again, because the first part of this I filmed like a couple weeks ago, so if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but Vinland Saga is really praised in the community. I haven't started. Actually, I am interested in Vinland Saga. Even though I said I wasn't interested in Berserk, and I think they're kind of in the same vein, but Vinland Saga is about Vikings, and Vikings are cool, so I may start the anime for that as well. That's kind of how I gauge if I want to buy a manga, is I usually watch a little bit of the anime first, which I don't know if is the best strategy, but that's usually how I do it. Then they have Monster, 20th Century Boys, Blue Flag, Blue Period, and Nozaki-kun. Oh my gosh, I want to get into the manga for that. I love the anime, I adore it, I've seen it a bunch of times. And I don't trust Yen Press to keep stuff in print, so I should get on that actually pretty quickly. And they have Berserky and the... Berserk, and then the Kusaragi Corpse Service or something like that. I can't believe I said Berserky. Yeah, the Corpse one I think is out of print, and it's pretty, I know people are always on the hunt for it, but I've never heard anyone actually read it and say if it's good or not. Like, I just see people picking it up due to its rarity, which I feel like is pretty common as well in the community. But I want to hear, what's it about? Is it even good? Someone tell me. And then it looks like they have some Tokyo Ghoul. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this person is Maliki Art on Instagram, and your setup is so cute. I just want to say that, first of all. I love Miku, I love the figures. I wish I could collect more figures, but I'm already broken up with manga. But looks like you have another. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I think that's a light novel. Or is that the manga? I don't know which one is which. The thick one or the thin one is either or. And then there's Elfenlied and Neon Genesis Evangelion. Something I have not read or seen. That's like the one thing that's like super popular that I've always wanted to get into, but I've never had like the time to. And I know all the references like Shinji getting the robot, blah blah. And the opening is like a masterpiece. Of course, we know this. But I didn't know that there even was a manga actually until recently, because I figured it was something like Code Geass where the manga came after, so let me know about that. I am interested, just I don't think it's the time yet, and it hasn't been the time for like 10 years that I've liked manga and anime, which is kind of funny, but one day I will get into it. Then they have Angels of Death, Black Torch, Parasite, Banana Fish. Still waiting for my Right Stuff order with all of Banana Fish. It's been like 6 months for that. Komi Can't Communicate, Orange, Toma-chan is a Girl, one of my favorites. The Garden of Words, One Punch Man, Spy Family. And then it looks like you have a BMO figure, and I've never talked about this, but I love Adventure Time. I do like Western cartoons a lot, which is what I grew up with. So yeah, I love Adventure Time. So love to see the representation there. Then you have My Hero and The Way of the House Husband and some Sailor Moon. So yeah, thank you for sharing. I really like your setup. It's so aesthetic. It's so nice. Okay, this next collection is by Sorcha, and it looks like they have some Tokyo Ghoul, Hunter x Hunter, Nabari no U, and I think this is the full set, which is really impressive. A series that I really want to collect, but it's out of print, some of the volumes. Yen Press strikes again with putting out random volumes out of print for no reason, but I love that series. I've seen the anime. I talked about this series in my last reacting to your collections video, so yeah, go check that out if you're interested in my thoughts. And then it looks like you are caught up with Haikyuu, awesome. Jujutsu Kaisen, more Hunter x Hunter, Sasaki and Miyano. I did not really like that first volume, but I did pick up the second one to see if I still like it because it has such high praise on Mal, and I think there's like 7 volumes of it in Japan. So I hope that I like it better from the second volume. And then you have number 6 as well. Another thing that I really want to pick up, Our Dreams at Dusk, Classmates. Oh, you have taste. You have taste. Classmates, Our Dining Table. Man, okay. I like your taste a lot, actually. And then we have Blood on the Tracks, D. Greyman. I have never seen omnibuses of D. Greyman. Wow. I did not know that existed. I thought those were the Yu-Gi-Oh ones when I first saw it, but that's D. Greyman. Oh wow, okay. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, I Hear the Sunspot, and Orange. And then you have the Haikyuu art book, Akira, Soul Eater, Death Note, Dead Man Wonderland, All You Need Is Kill, Tokyo Ghoul, Gangsta, Boku no. Okay, looks like you're struggling to find volume 3. Me too. Me too, friend, me too. And then you have some Hell's Paradise and Neon Genesis Evangelion. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Your collection is awesome. I really like it. Lots of good stuff in here. Thank you for submitting. Okay, I took a little break again. I got some lunch. Maybe I'll be in a better mood. Except I saw someone I know from high school there, which was really weird. I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but like, I kind of cut off all contact from everyone I know in high school except like my 3 best friends. So it was kind of shocking. I was just like in my pajamas pretty much picking up lunch, and it was just embarrassing. Let me know if you've ever experienced that. Maybe I should be more careful going outside. I mean, I don't really care what he thinks of me or what I look like or whatever, but it was just unexpected to say the least. But at least I'm fed and I'm ready and I'm more energized. So this collection is from Manga Cafe on YouTube and Instagram, and it looks like they have Spy Family, After Hours, Attack on Titan, Komi, Sailor Moon, Prince Freya, The Promised Neverland, Yona of the Dawn. Update since my last video, I got the first volume of Yona of the Dawn. I didn't see any other volumes at any stores other than like volume 30, so I'll have to hunt around to get the rest of that if I enjoy it. And then you have the Tokyo Ghoul box set. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this collection is from someone who didn't leave a name, so unnamed collection, but let's take a look. They have a lot of One Piece, and they said that the blue spine ones are in Swedish, which is really cool. I like that. They look very different compared to the rainbow One Piece in English, but still cool. Then it looks like you have Love Hina, Ghostly Things, The Golden Sheep, and The God's Lie by the same mangaka up in there. Shaman King, Eden Zero, Demon Slayer, Astro Lost in Space. Then Mason Ikoku. That is one I actually picked up on the Right Stuff birthday sale this week because I think it was the last video of this. Someone commented saying that since I don't like fantasy series as much and I want to read something by Rumiko Takahashi, that Mason Ikoku would be the best one to try. So I trusted them, I picked it up. If you recommend something to me and have like a reasoning why you think I would like something, I'll probably pick it up. Like, I'm really open to suggestions and recommendations, and I love when I get DMs being like, hey, like, I think you would like this series, it's about blah blah blah, it's similar to blah, what you like. Like, I really like those kinds of comments, and I will pretty much take your advice most of the times. If I can afford it, if I have some money, of course, to spend on manga that particular time of the year or day or whatever. But yeah, they have some Pluto, Golden Kamui, Hell's Paradise, Grand Blue Dreaming, a good manga for the summer. I've only seen a bit of the anime, and it honestly wasn't really my humor / taste, but I know it is a very well-loved comedy series about a diving club. Lots of naked dudes, buff dudes, diving, drinking girls, you name it. Basically, frat boy energy to the max, which is not something I was involved in college. Let's just say that. But it's very funny to most people, and a lot of people like it. So yeah, and then they have Silver Spoon Volume 1, one of my faves. I think this is the first Silver Spoon we've seen so far. Ode to Kirihito by Osamu Tezuka. Spy Family, Black Torch, Zombie Power? I've never heard of that. Rurouni Kenshin, we don't talk about that mangaka, but the series is very timeless classic. I think that is, what is that? Jacko. Sandland by the guy who does Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and Orange. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this person's Instagram and YouTube are Little Big Manga Lover, and very colorful collection from first glance. Looks like they have Go for Nakamura, Sasaki Miyano, I Hear the Sunspot, Melting Lover, One Is Enough. I'm not sure what that is, but these look like all BL titles up on this first shelf. Takaboka Sugar Days, Replay, Candy Color Paradox, Case Heaven, Escape Journey, Given, Love Stage. I've seen that anime for Love Stage actually. And there's an element that happens that is very uncomfortable, and then the whole rest of the series is kind of them trying to reconcile that and get their relationship back on track, which is admirable, but that thing shouldn't have happened in the first place. So that's why I kind of stepped away from that series for a bit. But I do like the brother and the manager's relationship. They're a good couple, I think. Then there's Jackass, Night S, Secret XXX, The World's Greatest First Love. That's by the same person who does Gentle Romantica, I'm pretty sure, which is something I don't like. But The World's Greatest First Love is a bit better from what I remember, just seeing the anime. Then you have 10 Count, Bitch Club, Torten, Birds of Feather, The High School Life of Afun Denshi. I think I've seen the anime for that, actually, which I remember it being pretty funny. And then they have A Tropical Fish Dreams for Snow, Whisper Me a Love Song. My Brother's Husband, that is one that I actually really want to get into. I've seen the hardcovers and I've seen the paperback in Barnes & Noble, and they're like big chunky volumes, so I've been hesitant because of the price, but I definitely want to check that out. Let me know if it's good. Her Ride, The Wolf Boy Is Mine, Love and Focus, Those Not So Sweet Boys. Looks like you have this mangaka all in one area right here. And then Horimiya. Then you have Shortcake Cake, Love Me For Who I Am, Umaru-chan, I've seen the anime for that. Kiss Him Not Me, Waiting for Spring, Not Your Idol, Haikyuu, Yotsuba, The Golden Sheep. Some things down here I've never heard of, and I cannot read the spine because I am like illiterate, I guess. The Isolator, Clay Lord, Ghostly Things, Servamp. Oh my gosh, what is that title? Complete Revolute. I cannot read that. Oh my gosh, this is sad. The one next to Servamp and in between Deadman Wonderland. I've obviously never heard of that. Aharu X Machine Gun, Real Account. I actually had the first 2 volumes way back in the day when it was first coming out, and I feel like I sold them at a yard sale without reading them at all. I know there's kind of a resurgence in popularity of that one, so I may give it a try again. But I regret selling those volumes. I don't know why I did that. But anyways, there's The Water Dragon's Bride. I've been recommended that a couple times. Spy Family, Play It Cool Guys, BL Metamorphosis, Beyond the Clouds, Blue Flag, Clockwork Planet, 1 Week Friends, something I have seen the anime for. Again, take a shot how many times I say I've seen the anime for something, but I haven't read the manga. And then they have Absolute Duo, Mahia the Ninth, The Girl from the Other Side, Durarara. You have the Redollars arc, which is really weird because they completely switch art styles. I'm not sure if they switch artists for that arc for some reason, but the covers are like a stark contrast to the rest of the series. But again, I like the light novel and the anime better than the manga. And then you have Black Bullet, Demon Slayer, Are You Alice, number 6, Sword Art Online, Seraph of the End, Tokyo Ghoul, I Am Alice, Persona 3, Zelda, Girls Last Tour, and a bunch of Pandora Hearts, which I know is pretty rare, The Promised Neverland, and School Live. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, this next collection is Manga Dead on Instagram, and it looks like they have a lot of Dragon Ball figures up there, and some Demon Slayer ones, and Demon Slayer manga. My Hero. Oh, I really like your figures. You have a lot, actually. And then you have Hunter x Hunter Fire Force. I don't know if I've talked about Fire Force yet in any of these videos, but I have seen the anime, and it wasn't my favorite thing ever. I tried it because I love Soul Eater, and I think it was okay. I may continue the anime if there's another season or whatnot, but I don't think I would pick up the manga. And then there's Berserk. Not Berserky or whatever I called it last time. Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Tokyo Ghoul, One Piece, Dorohedoro, Vinland Saga, Hell's Paradise, Blade of the Immortal, Soul Eater. Speaking of Soul Eater, there it is. Akame ga Kill, The Promised Neverland, and Vagabond. So yeah, thank you for submitting. I love your figures. You have a lot. Very nice. Very aesthetic. I think this guy's from One Piece on the second shelf. I'm assuming, since it's next to One Piece. Which is something I still need to start. Yes, I know. But yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this collection is from Casey or Paleteas on Instagram and YouTube. And they said that these Japanese volumes are Much Comes In Like a Lion. Yes, happy to say that is coming in English. They did say that are reading it online and picking up the Japanese volumes. So the announcement for the English print probably hadn't come out yet at this point, but it is coming by Dempa in 2022. I'm so excited for that. I'm going to pre-order that right when it comes. Then they have Natsume's Book of Friends, and they have a little shrine to that as well. I bet you really like this series because that is so cute. I love it. But back to the manga, they have Blam. I've heard lots of pronunciations of that, but it looks like Blame to me. And then Blade of the Immortal, Our Dreams at Dusk, Nazca, The Valley of the Wind. I think there's like a really nice hardcover box set for that. I've never seen these paperbacks before. Girl from the Other Side, Totally Bound Hanako-kun, Noragami. I think this is the first time I've thought to myself, like, I think I know this person's tastes. Like, sometimes you look at a shelf and it's like all shonen, and so you know, okay, this person likes shonen, but this person, I'm gonna read you from your collection. I think you like kind of like fantasy, slice of life series with some action. That's my read, because there's To Your Eternity, Natsume's Book of Friends, Girl from the Other Side, Telepan Hanako-kun, Noragami, Witch Atelier, Unit of the Dawn. All those series kind of, in my head, are grouped together in that category. And then you have Takami Bashi, Ward Koi, Goodnight Poon Poon, number 6, and Silent Voice box set. So yeah. And you have the Luna light stick. Stan Luna. Thank you for submitting. Very aesthetic, very nice. We love to see it. Let me know if my read of your tastes was correct. If not, ignore everything that I said. But yeah, love your collection. Okay, this collection is from Jessa, and they said they have been collecting manga since 2014, but had a lull in their interests and then got back to it in 2021, which is pretty similar to my trajectory of liking anime and manga, so I relate to this. But let's take a look. You have Tokyo Ghoul, Kiss of the Rose, Princess, Vampire Knight, Scarlet, Sailor Moon with some Sailor Moon figures, and My Hero Academia. So yes, love to see it. They are happy they got back into the hobby and realized how much fun anime and manga is, and I agree. I'm so glad that I got back into this hobby, and I am able to share it all with all of y'all watching. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this is from Gemini Collects on Instagram. I know you. I've talked to you before. Let's look at your collection. It looks like you have Full Moon, Love and Focus, Takane and Hana, QQ Sweeper, something I owned, and I low-key regret selling, but also not low-key regret, because I know a lot of people have recently been talking really good about Queen's Quality, which is the sequel. I didn't know QQ Sweeper was like a prequel, but I did have volumes 1 and 2 at one point, so let me know if I should pick it up again. Sailor Moon, Fairy Tail Eden Zero, Toiletban Hanako-kun, Yuna of the Dawn, Recommend the Rose King, Boarding School Juliet, Ass Class, Solo Leveling Happiness, Moriarty the Patriot, Act Age, Astro Lost in Space, Black Torch, Promised Neverland, Spy Family, Kaguya-sama, Twin Star Exorcist, and then The Girl from the Other Side, The Seven, Princes of the Thousand Year Labyrinth, Our Dreams at Dusk, and Paradise Kiss, one of my favorites, love to see it. The Garden of Words, 10 Count, 7 Days Bloom Into You. I married my best friend to shut my parents up, something I did not like pretty much at all, but I've seen it in a lot of people's collections, so to be honest, I support it because I want more adult Yuris, but it just wasn't really my taste in the end. And then you have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, Bakemonogatari, Weathering with You, Now Your Idol, and Queen's Quality. Okay, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Queen's Quality is the sequel, and I think there's like 14 volumes ongoing, something like that, so the series did get a long run after QQ Sweeper. So, yeah, thank you for submitting. Love talking to you, as always. Okay, this collection is from Ute Art on Instagram, and they have The Promised Neverland with some figures. Those are actually so cute. Let me see if I know the characters. Oh my gosh, I think the black hair one is Ray, the middle one is Emma, and the right one is Norman, right? Did I get that right? I've never watched Promised Neverland, but all my friends like it, so I'm aware of the premise and the characters, pretty much. Banana Fish, oh, you have the Ash and Aging Nendroids. Those I always see on like eBay and stuff for like $500-$600 for the set, and they actually sell, so congratulations that you have them. Really cute. Then you have Hell's Paradise, Death Note, Prince Freya, Blue Exorcist, Haruhi Suzumiya, Seraph of the End, Demon Slayer, Communicate. Ooh, another person that has Heartstopper. Maybe I will check it out. Maybe I'll just get the volumes instead of reading it on Webtoon, because it looks like a lot of people like it. Whisper Me a Love Song, number 6, Goodbye My Rose Garden, She-Ra, I think that series is on, it's either Netflix or Cartoon Network. I don't remember, but I know there's a lot of, like, sapphic characters in that, so I've been meaning to check it out. Beastars, Love, Tokyo Ghoul, Vinland Saga, and a whole shelf for Full Metal Alchemist. So yeah, thank you for submitting. Awesome collection. And then they did submit like a zoom out photo, which looks really cool. I like that setup. Very colorful. Okay, this collection is from Desmo, and they have The God's Lie, Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Bakuban, and Platinum End. Looks like you like Obata and Oba. I do too. Even though I haven't read Death Note, I've only seen the anime, but I love Bakuman. Dr. Stone, my favorite, the GOAT, we all know this, in my opinion. One Piece, and this one on the top, I don't know if that's manga or not, Ryoko from Titan Comics. Does that mean that it's a comic? I'm not sure. I know nothing about comics or anything. My dad is the one to ask for that. He is obsessed with comic books, which is probably where I got my love for manga, even though he doesn't like manga, and the only anime I've been able to convince him to watch is Attack on Titan. So he's seen the whole Attack on Titan, even though I've only seen season 1. So yeah. Funny how those things go sometimes, when you get someone into something and they get way ahead of you, or like way more into it. Okay, this collection is from Amara, and I already love this collection. We love to see it. We see the Yamushi pedal up in there. Volume 3 is hard to find though, I'm so sorry about that. Looks like you have some library copies, which is a-okay. Any way you want to consume Yamushi pedal, the anime, the manga, the spin-offs, the stage play, I will support you. Please talk to me. I feel like, I think last night on my Instagram I posted about Spare Bike Volume 9 coming out with Arakita on the cover, and I swear everyone is probably like, oh, there's Eva talking about her cute little bicycle manga. No one knows what the frick I'm talking about most of the time, but you know what? I will never stop. I don't care. I'm gonna talk about Yamushiro forever. But yeah, I'm really excited for Volume 9 of Spare Bike. And 9.1, whatever that means. I hope it's a Meso arc, or Meso and Yonin compete. I'm really excited for that. I love Arakita, we all know this. I think Sensei loves Arakita too, because a third of the Spare Bike volumes have Arakita on the cover already. And it's supposed to be a manga about all the characters who have graduated, and Watanabe just like cares about Arakita, which is a mood. Anyway, but it looks like you have the Banana Fish art book up there. Beastars, Tokyo Ghoul, Bakuman, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 6, Nana, jealous of those Nana volumes. Utsubora, One Punch Man, Neon Genesis. Princess Jellyfish! Is this the first Princess Jellyfish we've had? Love that series. I'm currently reading it. I'm up to Omnibus 7, I think, right now. Really excited to keep reading that. Paradise Kiss, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Blue Flag, A White Rose in Bloom, Given, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, Host Club, Classmates, 20th Century Boys, Banana Fish, Chobits, Soul Eater, Ajin, Cowboy Bebop, Blood on the Track. Blood on the Tracks, yo, I'm getting delirious. Okay, Assassination Classroom, but I want to pay respect to everyone's collections and not lose steam at the end, but Totally Bound Hanako-kun, Seraph of the End, The Promised Neverland, more Princess Jellyfish down there. Oh, and you have Real Volume 2, ooh. Like I said, I think that's one of the ones that's like really rare right now. I'm sure they'll reprint more, because I think the new volume is coming out after like a long hiatus, so maybe they'll reprint some of the older ones as well. And then it looks like you have some Attack on Titan box sets and the Tokyo Ghoul box set. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Love your collection. You got all this good stuff in here. I love it, especially Yamushi Pedal. Thank you for giving me an excuse to go on a tangent. But yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this person is Manga Fruit on YouTube. And it looks like they have Vagabond, and then a lot of Vagabond singles, which actually look really cool on the shelf. I really like them. Soul Eater, 20th Century Boys, Blade of the Immortal, Soul Leveling, Ikigami. That one, I think East Coast Manga really likes Ikigami. I've been meaning to check it out. It seems interesting. I think it's like everyone has like a set time span that they live, and they like randomly will kill you off for population control or something like that. Seems like something I would really like. Gives me like 1984 vibes from the description. Fire Punch, the author of Chainsaw Man's other work, which is really crazy from what I've heard. Hell's Paradise, Way of the House Husband, Blue Flag, Promised Neverland. Actual 21, ooh, something I'm attempting to collect as well right now. Looks like you have a lot of volumes of that. Beastars, Blue Period, Witch Hat Atelier, Dorohedoro, Happiness, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family, Bakemonogatari, Orange Orient by the author of Magi, Maggie, whatever you want to call it. I heard Orient is not as good from people who like Maggie, but I haven't read either, so I can't give my opinion on that. Further by Hanako-kun, Samurai 8, which is the Naruto creators' work after Naruto that got cancelled, and then Trigun. So yeah, thank you for sharing. They said they have no videos yet, but they're planning to post, so I need to check that out. Maybe at this point they have posted videos, so everyone go look at their channel. But yeah, thank you for submitting. Okay, this person's collection is Cafecon Manga, and their collection is mostly in Espanol. Hola. Love to see it. Maybe I can talk about some of the series that I really want that are not available in English. So they have Our Dining Table, looks like. Parasite. Given. Oh, they have Lynx. Lynx is coming soon in English. That is one of the works by the author of Given. 7 Days, Witch Hat Atelier, Blue Flag, Hell's Paradise, Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, those Yu Yu Hakusho volumes are big. I wonder if they're like a deluxe edition type thing. Cardcaptor Sakura, To Your Eternity, Haikyuu, Black Butler, Chainsaw Man, Hanako-kun, Dawn of the Dawn, Full Metal Alchemist, 20th Century Boys, Monster, Demon Slayer, Subaru, I'm not sure what that is, more Haikyuu. Then you have BL Metamorphosis, I Hear the Sunspot, Still Sick, Boy Meets Maria. I think I've heard of that, actually, and I'm interested in that. Jackass, No Te Rindas Nakamura, which is a go for it Nakamura-kun kind of, the translation. Senpai, okay, and then they have La Misma Clase, which is Classmates, Dokusei, and Sword to Hana, which is something I will not be picking up when it comes in English, but it looks like they also have Occupation to Beloved, so it's translated to Antiguos Alumnos in Spanish. Interesting. I bet they're gonna get Blanc in Spanish way before we do in English, but if they do, I might just pick it up in Spanish. I'm so tired of waiting for Blanc to come out. I've been really thinking about getting it in Japanese as well. I want it so bad. I love Blanc. Dokisei, the first 3 Classmates, and then Blanc are my favorites of the series. And then the new one that's coming out, I'm not sure the title exactly, I'll insert it here, but excited for that to come out in physicals as well. And it looks like you have some XXX Holic, and a couple other things I don't recognize. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Gracias. I love your collection. I'm gonna go follow you on Instagram because I'm curious to see how your pictures look. Because this setup is so beautiful. I really like it. Okay, y'all, we made it. This is the last collection, number 72 from Carly. Let's take a look. It looks like they have Kaiju Girl. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher this again. Caramelise. I've never heard of that. I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comments. Wotakoi, The Apothecary Diaries, Prince Freya, Tokyo Ghoul, Golden Sheep, Ibitsu, Ahara Ride, Orange, and Whisper Me a Love Song, and Marmalade Boy. Ooh, a classic shoujo series from Tokyo Pop. We love to see it. Thank you for submitting. That is the end. I need to take a break from these for a while. I did respond to a bunch of comments on my first video asking me if I would reopen the form, and I said maybe, and I would announce it on my community tab. I don't want to do a ton of repetitive content on my channel. Like, I know hauls and reading logs is pretty much what I do most of the time, but if I can, I would like to avoid just doing a bunch of these. But maybe I'll do it for a special occasion again, and I will give you all like a 1 or 2 weeks notice before I do that. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who submitted. I really appreciate it. This was, like I said, these submissions are from April, so my little community I have on here has grown a ton since then, which I am still in shock about. But yeah, this is probably not representative of a lot of y'all who wanted to submit your collections. Probably didn't know about this because like I said, this form is so old, but I appreciate all of y'all who submitted back then, back in the day. Like I said, I will announce it on my community tab and on my Instagram and probably like in a video if I reopen this form. But like I said, thank you all for participating. I really appreciated it. I hope you like this. Now I'm gonna go edit this and it's gonna take me forever. I don't know how long this is gonna end up being, but I hope you watch it. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. Stay safe, stay healthy as always. Thank you for watching and bye.